I remember for every Christmas party or end of the year school party that I would always volunteer to bring brownies, but the problem was that I wasn't the one making them. I'd always make my mom do the work for me, and to make it up to her, this time I'm going to make brownies. So first, you have to preheat the oven at 350 degrees. So you press bake and then start. Then you either butter the pan that you're going to use or cooking spray. I don't have cooking spray, so I'm going to use butter. Got to butter the sides too. You gotta spread it around. The reason I'm doing this first is because once you're done mixing, you have to pour it into the pan immediately and stick it into the oven. So for the kind of brownies I'm going to make is chewy fudge brownies that cost like $1.28, so it's really cheap to buy. And I'm using the Duncan Hines brand. So let me open this. You need to have a mixing bowl handy, by the way. Pour it all in there. Okay. Now the recipe calls for a fourth a cup of water. So you can either get tap water or whatever else kind of water there is. Okay, so pour the water back into the mixing bowl. Then the recipe also calls for 1/4 cup of vegetable oil. Going to do it over the sink so I don't spill, and if I spill I'm going to get in trouble. Okay, that's about 1/2. So pour it into the mixing bowl. Next, you have to get 2 eggs, and just put that there. Now, it's advised to wash your hands after dealing with raw poultry, which is either chicken or eggs, because you can get salmonella. Just a warning. Oh, and if you didn't know what salmonella is, it's a deadly disease caused by bacteria in the raw poultry. Now, I consider myself pretty weak, so the stirring part is definitely going to be the hardest and the longest. So be sure to get not a giant spoon, but a big enough one. And then you mix until it's all blended in, which may take a while. You see at the bottom how there's still powder left? You gotta make sure it all looks like the top. So you gotta keep stirring and stirring and stirring. Yeah, like I said before, I'm not very strong, so it may take a while. Oh, and by the way, if you hear snoring in the background, that's my dad. He snores when he sleeps. Okay. And now, once it's all mixed together, you pour it in the pan. Try to make sure you get it all out. Brownies are really delicious and you want to get as much as you can. Okay, now the best way to even it out is just to swish the pan like so. And the recommended time for a 13 by 9 inch pan is around 21 to 23 minutes. But the smaller your pan gets, the longer you have to bake it for. So to start baking, you go to timer and 25 minutes since my pan's really small. And you press start. Probably should have put the pan in before that. So now this is what it's supposed to look like when you're done. That's it for the presentation of brownies.